Welcome to very wet Manila. Hi, I'm Stu. I'm a backpacker from England, and this is day one of my adventure for going from Manila all the way back to the UK by land and water. Now, I arrived here about an hour and a half ago, and it is a typhoon going around the Philippines, so it's raining. It's going to be like this for the next 4 or 5 days. I left Australia, where I've been for the last 2 months, and already the rain's coming down a bit more heavier. I got a plane from Cairns to Brisbane, then from Brisbane to Hong Kong, and then from Hong Kong to here. I'm going to find some bit of a shade away from this rain. Now this proves that when I have been backpacking for the last 2 years, that it's not always sunshine and beaches. You do get really bad weather, and it sort of happens on the first day that I come out. I got to the airport in Manila and saw the rain straight away. Knew it's going to be a bit of a admin day for the next couple of days, just to chill out, get used to hostel life and enjoy it. But the view that I've got right now, so this hostel that I'm staying in, I found online within Hostel World, and the only reason I'm staying in is it's called the Cheese Hostel, and it is a bright yellow. Wherever you look, this is the rooftop. It sounded quite funky, that's why I've come to stay here. But this is in the industrial area. It's just... Now, a lot of backpackers who I've talked to over the past and said that one day I would come to the Philippines, have all said that if you ever went flying to Manila and then just leave, I've decided to have a check it out, see what it's like. So my plan for the next couple of days is I have some admin to do, buy some shopping, which was going to be a lot more cheaper than Australia. I want to try and find an umbrella and a raincoat, because all I've got is shorts and t-shirt, and then get out. But going from the airport to here, it is like that. There is just building after building after building, and obviously because it's the capital, you won't get a lot of tourists come here because the better beaches are on different islands. But there is still stuff to see. So my first impressions of this place is maybe I should have not put myself down for staying for 3 nights and maybe just stay for the 1 night. Who knows? Maybe tomorrow I'll get a change of mind and see a bit more. So let's have a look at the hostel itself. Now, as I've looked around, you can see, I mean, this is the rooftop. There's not a lot going on up here. There is potential to do stuff, but everything looks like it's brand new, from the mattresses to the showers. First thing I did when I got here was have a shower, hot, but everything is clean. There's not a lot of people here. There's I've got a 6-man room which I'm sharing with a South Korean guy whose English is not the best. And the hostel itself, if you look down the bottom, I don't know if you can see right down there. So even the fence coming in is bright yellow, but that is locked on a night time, which, and there's a fence over there. So it shows you that it's probably not a safe area. I'm not too sure. The beach area is somewhere down that way. Manila is famous for its malls, the shopping centres. So I'm going to have a little wander around down there tomorrow. Don't know what's down here. But again, the heavy rain stopped for a little bit, thank God. What's down here? Oh, roofs. Big trees. Now you can imagine in sunshine, this be a perfect place to chill. There's somebody's house down there. And one of the things I do when I get to a brand new area is I'll dump my stuff off and I'll just go have a little wander out. And I did have a little wander out just around the corner, just from here is a 7-Eleven. Went down to get a cheap cup of coffee, and it's the wettest I've been for a long time. Because obviously all I've got is summer gear, t-shirt, shorts. It's day one. But this adventure that I've got is going to be about a year and a half, so there will be plenty of sunshine and not a lot of dark clouds like them. So let's have a look into the hostel, just to give you an idea of what the cheese is all about. So this is cost to be about £4 a day, £4 a night. So let's go. You see, I've got to take my time up the slippy stairs. Oh. So everywhere you look, it is yellow. That's orange, but hi. So I'm just doing a bit of filming. You okay? Yeah. So that was my room. You can hear the squeaking of my shoes here. And there's a few more people turned up, so it's getting a bit busier. I very much doubt that they're being out and about. Right. There's not much of a social area. So these are all dorms. Free water, always a bonus. This is the outside area. So even the street that we're on is just residential. It's not really a lot going on around here. But I found that the Grab taxis, which is their version of Uber within Southeast Asia, is quite cheap for me to get out and about. So that's what I'll be doing tomorrow. So obviously I've not done a lot today, even though it is day one. The flight was overnight, I didn't get much sleep, so it's wise for me just to chill get used to hostel life, sort myself out, ready for the big tour of Manila tomorrow. And the Tunes hostel does stand out with its yellow in a street that's full of grey. I've not been down here yet, so I'll have a quick look. Yeah, this is definitely not the touristy area. Most hostels that you go to do tend to stay in places where there is stuff to see. I think with Manila, it's hostels are dotted everywhere around the city. So if you're going to come here, try to choose wisely. Just don't look at them, a hostel, and go, that sounds funky, let's stay there. Street food going on there. Yeah. So that's my first day of my adventure. I don't know where I'm going. Whoa, did you see that? Nearly slipped. Whoa, don't want to get injured on my first day. But I don't know where I'm going to go next. It's 3 nights here, and then I'll choose somewhere else on a map going south from here. But if you've enjoyed this video, however short it may be, just press that like button. If you want to subscribe, because the next year is going to be an amazing journey, going through some countries that are not just dangerous, but beautiful. So until next time, then hopefully I might get a bit of sunshine. Bye bye for now.